really should have been a very simple game to play. I make it look easy, and I don't understand why many people were struggling with it, but, you know, I get it first go. I suppose it makes sense because I'm one of the developers. Gosh, I like exploding like that. I should probably do that a couple of times, but for the sake of not making this video overly long, we made in total around about 15 levels. It's quite hard to actually talk and play at the same time. I take my hat off to people who can do these Let's Plays. This sort of features a little leap of faith sort of challenge as we get toward the end, but each level was very short. We decided to sort of introduce scrolling and all of the different aspects that we put into the project as the levels went on. As you can see, that's somewhat a pretty large leap, and you're not even sure you're actually going to make it. We can collect that battery. On to the next level. Now, although I might make this actually look quite easy, they're actually not. Take some very careful jumps. Very careful indeed. And it's very easy to bound off one of these springboards and kind of strike one of the spikes up above. Gosh, I need to actually play a little bit more poorly so that I can take some of the challenge, at least make it look like this is a challenge. There we go. Okay, here we go. I've got to make my way back up there, and hopefully I'll be more successful. I wanted to make this somewhat unedited, capture my thoughts at the time and frustrations if I do have any. When this was originally aired, we had quite a large applause for the final level. People were particularly impressed because it was so hard. We had so many students try to complete it. It wasn't introduced into the game until near the end. But hopefully you'll see that in time. Now this new level here, this introduces the top runners on your head. So the key is they're sort of magnetic and they hold you in place, but only while you hold the jump key. So if I show you, you can sort of move along the runners and they take you to each step. So by introducing the runners at this particular stage in the level, we slowly prepare the player for worse and worse trials yet ahead. What's surprising though is that it does take a significant amount of skill to time your jumps. I mean, I've finished this game so many times, but I still screw up, which I think does give the game some replay value because it's always a challenge. Some games you play them through once and it tends to be a little bit monotonous. Oh dear. Looks like I've done there again. Believe it or not, this is a fairly standard part of the gameplay, is dying a fair few hundred times. Of course, see, we got complaints that the collision detection for this project was, like, pretty mean. I do believe they're right. But then again, I'm actually having to cope with an amount of lag as well. So gameplay's a little bit varied. Alright, now this was a level that did introduce the fact that you can walk on the tops of the spikes. This was designed basically to allow you to climb up walls and whatnot, but still have the danger of possibly striking one of the spikes, which I felt at the time would be a bit fun. As you can see, very nasty jumps here, so for the sake of getting this video done in some reasonable length of time, I'm going to attempt to shortcut a few things and not try and collect all of the batteries. The batteries are there mainly for people who like to collect things. Not so much a feature of the actual game design itself.